What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video though is entitled Tips for Aging or Tips on Aging Gracefully. You know, I'm fine for my age. Oh damn, yeah, I'm sexy. Anyway, what I've learned is a lot of times people, when you're young, you like, I'm good, I look great because, you know, I'm young, I look great, body's intact, this, that, and the third. And as people age, they don't age, they get caught up when I was fine back when I was such and such, and they don't age gracefully. So these are some things that you could do to age better. One, water. You know, drink water. It you know, the body's made up of predominantly water, so this is what you need, H2O. Like, you know, Bobby Boucher, some good old H2O. Now, the other thing, weight. You know, you age better if you maintain a healthy weight. Don't be overweight, because weight ages you. You know, weight is going to age you. The more weight you put on, the older you're going to look, to, you know, for the most part. And a lot of people don't realize that you probably have an optimal size and optimal body weight. Stay around there. Like, because you can, you know, because if you notice, there's some people who are older and sometimes they age, and they have little spurts where they might even look younger than they did a year, 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's because they've probably drank more water and they probably lost weight. And the third one is their diet. They got away from a lot of those heavy foods. You know, more plant-based diet, more fruits, more vegetables. You know, they might still eat meat, but not as much. You know, and when I say plant-based diet, for the most part, you got to cook your own food. You know, sometimes you can cook foods and they be good, and they'll be good because of how you season it. But sometimes you got to scale back the things that you really, really like that are sometimes just unhealthy, or too much of it can be unhealthy. You got to scale back on that. You got to give yourself, you know, those cheat days, but eat relatively healthy. Last night I ate Chilean sea bass and asparagus tips. You know, Sunday was kind of a cheat day. I made some turkey burgers and some roasted corn on the grill, and some asparagus actually. You know, asparagus is a diuretic. I don't really like asparagus. You know, just like I don't like codfish. I really don't like it. But there's certain dishes you gotta eat, you know, on a regular basis, you know, and you have to be comfortable in that. You know, you really have to be comfortable in that, because the better you eat, the better you're gonna feel. The easier you're gonna have, the easier your digestion is gonna be, you know. So age better. Other one is brush your teeth, floss regularly. You know, people don't realize, you know, a lot of times you get sick because of your stomach, and a lot of times that could be because of your mouth. You know, a lot of us aren't brushing our teeth as often as we should, or flossing as often as we should, and we're contaminating the food we're eating, or we're eating junky food with a junky mouth, and it's going into our stomach and our bloodstream, and it's creating a junky situation. So the more you take care of your mouth, the better everything that you deal with goes in your mouth. And you notice, the healthier you eat, your teeth are going to be better and better. Remember when you was a kid and you ate so much candy, you had cavities and fillings, and your teeth your gums turn colors? You can reverse all that by eating better. And you age properly. You age gracefully with exercise. And this might sound weird for some of y'all. If you're accustomed to exercise and you exercise regularly anyways, You might have to start switching, have this thing where you switch up workouts completely, or you might have to increase what you're doing because your body's going to get used to the workouts if you work out regularly. If you don't work out regularly, you're going to feel your body slowly start to change, and you're going to look better in this, that, and the third, and you're going to want to get somewhere. And then, everybody has this plateau where it feels like they're not getting anything else, not getting the results they want. That's because it's time to switch it up, or it's time to turn it up a little bit. When you do that, you actually age gracefully, because you sweating out all the toxins, you losing weight, you gaining muscle. Muscle is better than fat. Everything tightens up on you, and that makes your appearance a little bit younger. Speaking on to that, right? Stretch. As you get, a lot of times people get older and they have, I got this thing in my back. I got my sciatic nerve, Well, when you're young and you're athletic, a lot of times you don't have to stretch, or you don't feel like you need to stretch, or you stretch a little bit. As you age, you need to stretch, because over time your muscles are compressing and becoming sometimes more dense because you don't stretch them out. You don't use them as much as you used to, and you don't loosen them up and stretch them as you used to. So everything tightens up. Thus, part of the old age, I gotta get up kind of thing. So stretch. That really is gonna do you a good service. You'll be more flexible, and when you're more flexible, you're able to do more. Flexible people are stronger normally, so it'll help you when you work out. It'll help you with everything else, and you last longer. Now, skin. How you take care of your skin is you have to be careful with that. I don't really have a quote unquote skin routine, but I did have to change some things because lotion doesn't work with me, right? So, and I work outside, so there was a time where I would just use like I can't use lotion, so I would use like baby oil, right? But because I'm outside, to a degree, I would bake at a time. And I learned over time that I would put aloe vera gel on my face and head because it helps with the sun, And I had to start taking off hats. Like sometimes people think, hats are a good thing, and they are. But if you wear them too much, you're liable to your skin is gonna start baking on your head and face. Because you're not accustomed to the sun. So you're going to have to do something about that. But for me, it was the aloe vera gel on my face and head, and I use baby oil or whatever. And then over time, I got old school, and I would get coconut oil. And now I got like this little mixture of coconut oil and shea butter, and I just use that when I'm fresh out the shower. And for me, it works great, And the thing about it is, because it's lighter than the baby oil, because baby oil can be very thick, the coconut oil and shea butter is not as thick to me as just straight baby oil. And it's a little bit more, and it's more natural depending on the kind you buy. So, that's the thing about it. I think the coconut oil sometimes and the shea butter mixed together, I guess part of the skin or whatever, it'll make you look, you can age relatively young, gracefully, I would say. Now on top of that, I gotta say, watch your dress, because as you age, you're supposed to know what looks good on you and what doesn't. You're supposed to know how to groom yourself properly. Right? But a lot of us age terribly because we're presenting ourselves as younger than we are, and we look older. So you start to look like a clown because you're presenting yourself like an old young dude instead of a grown man. Being classic, a classic look can go a whole lot further than a trendy look. So, and you look more sophisticated, and to a degree, you don't necessarily know your age, but you know you're grown if you're doing everything right. You might even have the age group. And the last thing, and I'm gonna get out of here, is try not to stress yourself out, and slow down on alcohol and smoking. Period. If you do those things, you're probably gonna be just fine, just fine. And if for some of you people who feel like you're old, you do these things, it's gonna reverse the process. You're gonna look a little bit younger over time. So, like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.